Do you remember Brad Pitt after his breakup with Jennifer Aniston in 2005? Instead of rushing into a new relationship, he took a step back, focused on himself, and when he reappeared in public, something had changed. His energy, his presence, his confidence. Today, you're going to discover exactly the strategies behind this kind of transformation. Most men make exactly the same mistake after a breakup. They panic, they beg, they promise to change. Or they do the opposite. They immediately start dating other women to prove they're fine. The result? They repeat the same patterns over and over again. According to a study from Northwestern University, 85% of men use avoidance strategies after a breakup. They try to forget as quickly as possible. They go out, drink, and jump from one relationship to another. Research shows that, on average, it takes them twice as long to really get over it. The remaining 15% do something completely different. They use their breakup as an opportunity for total transformation. They understand a secret that others ignore. A breakup is a promotion in disguise, and that's exactly what we're going to break down together. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan to come out of your breakup stronger, more attractive, and more confident than you've ever been. Phase 1. Strategic acceptance. First truth that no one will tell you. Your emotional pain activates exactly the same areas of the brain as physical pain. This has been proven by brain imaging. When you say you have a broken heart, it's literally true. This pain is not your enemy. It's a crucial signal your brain is sending you. It's telling you that something important has just ended in your life, and you need to process this information. Here's what you need to do during the first 72 hours, and this is non-negotiable. Rule number 1, do not contact your ex. No messages, no calls. No, we can still be friends. Nothing. Your brain is in emotional mode, not rational. Anything you say now, you'll regret later. Rule number 2, don't make any major decisions. Don't quit your job, don't move, don't do anything drastic. Your nervous system is in shock. Give it time to stabilize. Rule number 3, let your emotions out without judging them. Cry if you need to. Be angry. Feel everything you need to feel. This initial acceptance is crucial for what comes next. Dr. Ellen Fisher, anthropologist at Rutgers University and world-renowned expert on love, has shown that this 72-hour period is critical. It's during these 3 days that your brain starts to unlearn the patterns connected to your ex. If you interfere with this process, you delay your healing by several weeks. Phase 2, the ruthless relationship audit. Now that your emotions have settled, it's time to do something that 90% of men never do. Objectively analyze your past relationship. Not with your emotions, but with your logic. This technique is called the relationship audit. It's used in cognitive behavioral therapy to identify destructive relationship patterns. Take a sheet of paper and draw 2 columns. In the first one, write down everything that was wrong in your relationship. Be brutal and honest. No romanticizing, no excuses. Just the facts, nothing but the facts. In the second column, write down everything that was genuinely positive. Be careful to distinguish what was truly good from what was just comfortable or familiar. You'll find that most of the problems in the first column can be grouped into 3 main categories. First category, communication problems. You didn't understand each other. You were constantly arguing. She didn't respect your boundaries, or you didn't respect hers. Second category, incompatibility of core values. You didn't share the same vision for the future, the same life priorities, or the same approach to money, family, or work. Third category, timing issues. You weren't in the same stage of life, didn't have the same level of emotional maturity, or you met at the wrong time. But there's a fourth crucial element you need to identify. What was your role in the problems? Not to make you feel guilty, but to understand your behavioral patterns. Were you too available, not present enough, too jealous, not ambitious enough? This introspection is one of the keys to your future transformation. Phase 3, rebuilding your identity. Here's a truth no one will tell you. During a relationship, you develop what psychologists call a relational identity. You become we instead of I. Your decisions, your activities, your goals, everything revolves around the couple. Now that this identity no longer exists, you find yourself facing a blank page. And that's exactly what you want, because this blank page is your opportunity to completely redefine who you are. Here's the most powerful exercise you can do. It's used by the most expensive life coaches in the world. Imagine meeting the future version of yourself in 18 months. This version of you has completely overcome this breakup and has become exactly the person they wanted to be. They've achieved all their goals, developed every skill they wanted, and radiate with absolute confidence. What do they look like physically? How do they dress? What is their level of physical fitness? How do they carry themselves in social situations? What skills have they mastered? What is their lifestyle like? Where do they live? What do they do professionally? Write all of this in detail, as if you were describing a movie character. This vision will become your compass for the coming months. With every decision you make, you'll ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to that version of myself? Phase 4, the daily momentum system. Now, you're going to create what I call the momentum system. It's a series of non-negotiable daily actions that will rebuild your confidence and identity day after day. Neuroscience teaches us that our habits literally shape our brains through neuroplasticity. If you want to create lasting change, you need to establish new routines. Here are the 3 pillars of your daily system. Pillar 1, physical dominance. 30 minutes of intense physical activity every day, no exceptions. Not walking, not relaxing yoga, weight training, intense cardio, combat sports, something that really pushes you to your limits. Why is this crucial? Intense exercise releases endorphins, testosterone, and dopamine. These neurotransmitters naturally boost your mood, confidence, and energy. But there's an even more powerful effect. Every time you finish a tough workout, you prove to your brain that you're capable of overcoming challenges. Plus, your physical transformation will be visible. In 8 weeks, people will notice that you've changed. That external validation will boost your inner confidence. Pillar 2, mental expansion. 20 minutes a day learning new skills. No passive reading, but active acquisition of new abilities. Learn a language, master an instrument, develop professional expertise. Every new skill you acquire creates what psychologists call self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to succeed in new areas. The more skills you develop, the more confident you become in your ability to take on any challenge. Pillar 3, social expansion. A daily action that pushes you out of your social comfort zone. Talk to a stranger on the street, speak up in a meeting, ask someone out who intimidates you. Negotiate a price. This practice builds your social resilience and your confidence in interactions. After a few weeks, you'll realize you can handle any social situation. Phase 5, the radical no-contact strategy. Here is the most important rule of your entire recovery. Absolutely no contact with your ex for at least 8 weeks. And by no contact, I mean 0. No messages, no calls, no checking their social media. No asking your mutual friends about them. Dr. Antonio Pasqualeone, a neuroscientist at Harvard, explains that the brain needs time to unlearn the neural patterns linked to a past relationship. Every time you think about your ex, see her, or hear news about her, you reactivate those old neural circuits. You're literally sabotaging your own healing. But no contact isn't just about not reaching out to her. You also have to get rid of all reminders of your relationship. Photos, gifts, clothes she gave you, everything has to go. Your brain needs a clean environment to rebuild itself. Here's what will happen during these 8 weeks. The first 2 weeks are going to be tough. You'll want to contact her to check her social media. That's normal. Your brain is craving its usual drug. Weeks 3 and 4, it gets easier. You'll start thinking about her less often. Your new habits will start to take over. Weeks 5 to 8, you'll realize you're thinking about her less and less. And when you do think about her, it doesn't hurt as much anymore. You start to see your past relationship objectively. Phase 6, rebuilding your social value. Here's a truth that few men understand. After a breakup, you have to rebuild your social value. During your relationship, part of your value in the eyes of others came from being in a couple. Now, you have to prove that you're a man of value as an individual. Step 1, reconnect with your close friends. Reach out to your real friends, the ones you lost touch with during your relationship. Organize outings, activities, and projects. Show them that you're back and more motivated than ever. Don't talk about your breakup all the time. Your friends need to see that you're moving forward, not dwelling on the past. Be present, energetic, and positive. Step 2, develop new social circles. Sign up for activities that genuinely interest you and that fit with this new version of yourself. Sports clubs, cooking classes, book groups, charity organizations, you name it. The goal isn't to flirt right away, but to show your social value and build your confidence in different settings. Step 3, become a social leader. Don't just be a passive participant in your new groups. Take initiative, organize events, suggest ideas, help others. This leadership role will build your charisma and social influence. Phase 7, the complete physical and mental upgrade. A breakup is the perfect time for a radical physical and mental transformation. This is your chance to literally become a new man. The physical transformation. First, change your appearance in a noticeable way. New haircut, new clothing style, new skincare routine. These external changes have a powerful psychological impact on your self-confidence. But they'll further. If you have physical flaws that make you self-conscious, now is the time to fix them. Crooked teeth, orthodontics, skin problems, dermatologist, overweight, intensive physical transformation program. Don't make these changes to impress your ex. Do them for yourself, to become the man you want to be. Skill development. Acquire an impressive new skill that will set you apart socially. Something that few men have mastered. Learn to play the piano. Master a foreign language. Develop expertise in investing. Learn professional photography. This skill will enrich your personality and give you interesting topics to talk about. More importantly, it will boost your confidence in your ability to learn. Expanding your lifestyle. Broaden your horizons. Travel alone. Discover new cities. Explore new restaurants. Go to cultural events. Try new activities. Break out of your usual routine. This expansion will expose you to new people, new ideas, and new opportunities. You will develop a wealth of experiences that will make you more interesting. How you say? The psychology of masculine abundance. Here's the secret that truly confident men understand. There are millions of women in the world who are compatible with you. Your ex wasn't the only one. She was just one among many. After a breakup, a lot of men develop a scarcity mindset. They think their ex was unique, irreplaceable, that they'll never find someone as good. This scarcity mindset is toxic. It makes you desperate, needy, and unattractive. Women can sense that needy energy from miles away, and it turns them off. An abundance mindset means understanding your own worth, knowing you have options, and realizing that if one woman doesn't appreciate you for who you are, there are 1,000 others who will. How do you develop this mindset? Start by objectively observing the social interactions around you. On the street, at work, during your social activities. Notice how many women look at you, smile at you, or start a conversation with you. Then, start having light conversations with women in your daily life. Not to hit on them, but to realize that it's easy to connect with them. The cashier at the supermarket, the waitress at the cafe, the coworker at your job. These interactions will prove to you that you are capable of charming and interesting women. This will rebuild your social confidence. Phase 9. The strategic return to seduction. After 12 weeks of intense work on yourself, you are ready to become active again in the dating scene. But there is a specific method to follow. Step 1. Assessing your transformation. Before you start actively flirting, take stock. Are you in better physical shape than before your breakup? Have you developed any interesting new skills? Has your style improved? Has your social confidence increased? If the answer isn't a clear yes, keep working on yourself. Step 2. The light interaction strategy. Don't immediately look for a new serious relationship. Start with social interactions without pressure. This approach allows you to rediscover your flirting skills, compare different types of women, and realize that you actually have options. Step 3. Qualitative selection. Unlike what most men do after a breakup, don't go out with just anyone just to prove that you can. Be selective. Choose women who truly match your new standards and your new identity. You're not the same man you were before your breakup. You've evolved, grown, and developed new qualities. The women you date now need to be up to the standards of this new version of yourself. Phase 10. Mastering emotional resilience. Here's the most important lesson of this whole transformation. Breakups aren't failures, they're disguised promotions. Every breakup teaches you something essential about yourself, about relationships, and about the kind of woman who truly suits you. Dr. Martin Seligman, a pioneer in positive psychology, showed that people who go through tough times with the right strategies develop what he calls learned resilience. They not only become able to overcome future challenges, but they anticipate them and use them as opportunities for growth. You have now developed this emotional resilience. You know that you can survive a breakup. More than that, you know you can use it to become a better version of yourself. This confidence will radically change your approach to future relationships. You'll never be desperate or begging again. You'll know that if a relationship doesn't work out, you have the tools to bounce back and become even stronger. The signs of complete recovery. How do you know you've truly gotten over your breakup? Here are the foolproof psychological indicators. You can think about your ex without feeling intense pain or anger. You feel attractive and confident in social situations again. You've regained your enthusiasm for your personal and professional projects. You're able to consider a new relationship without constantly making comparisons. You've learned concrete lessons that you can apply to your future relationships. You feel grateful for the lessons this breakup has taught you. When you reach this level, you realize something powerful. You've become a stronger, wiser, and more attractive man than you were before your past relationship. Before wrapping up, there's a critical mistake you must avoid at all costs. It's the mistake that 80% of men make, which completely sabotages their recovery. This mistake is confusing distraction with healing. A lot of men immediately throw themselves into overworking, non-stop partying, or rebound relationships to avoid feeling their pain. This avoidance strategy only delays the healing process. Your brain needs to process this breakup not avoid it. If you spend your time running away from your emotions, they'll come back later, often when you least expect it. True recovery comes from accepting your pain, objectively analyzing your situation, and consciously rebuilding your identity. There are no shortcuts, but if you go through the whole process, you'll come out of this ordeal transformed. Here's something no one will ever tell you. When you go through this complete post-breakup transformation process, you develop a completely different energy. This energy is that of a man who has survived the ordeal, rebuilt himself, and now radiates genuine confidence. This energy is magnetic. People feel it when you walk into a room, women pick up on it instantly, your colleagues respect it, your friends notice it. Why? Because now you give off the aura of a man who isn't afraid to lose, because he knows he can rebuild everything. You're no longer needy, you're abundant. You're no longer desperate, you're selective. This energetic transformation is the real gift of your breakup. That's what will change your whole life, not just your romantic relationships. The kind of transformation we've seen in celebrities like Brad Pitt after their public breakups illustrates a fascinating psychological principle. When you truly develop this genuine self-confidence, when you master this emotional resilience, something surprising happens in your interactions with women. They start to be naturally attracted to this new energy you're giving off. This aura of strength, independence, and confidence becomes magnetic. But there's a specific scientific reason for this, linked to deep psychological mechanisms that very few men truly understand. And this attraction is just the beginning. Because when you master these principles, you don't just become more attractive to women. You become more influential professionally, more respected socially, and more fulfilled personally. You become the alpha version of yourself. But that's a topic we'll explore another time.